Hey everyone, today I want to talk about something very important when it comes to speaking English. Sometimes you will notice that you come across some phrases which are very different from what you read in the books. And you're like, I've never heard of this phrase. I'll tell you why. Because native English speakers, they speak a very natural English, which you will not find in the textbooks. That's true. And that is why, if you want to sound a little more natural and more native English-like, you have to incorporate these informal English expressions, which is what I'm going to be teaching you today. So in today's lesson, I want to show you how you can sound a lot more natural by using 10 informal English phrases that mostly native English speakers use. Now, what's going to happen if you do that? You will sound, like I said, very natural, but you will sound like you are above the typical bookish English. All right? So let's have a look at the first one. Hang in there. Now, as you can see, this man over here, he's literally hanging on to something, right? He's in a very difficult position. So when do you use this phrase? You will use it to tell someone that they need to stay positive. So if someone's going through a difficult time, you're telling them, hey, you are in a difficult situation, but stay positive. Or you can say, this bad time or this bad phase will be over. It will pass. Or you could say, don't lose hope. Okay, so the person is not literally hanging like you see in the picture. It is a figurative way of saying, it's okay, everything's going to be all right. You are in a difficult position, but you must stay positive. Okay, let's see how we can use it in our normal everyday conversation. I know it's difficult to lose a job. Just hang in there. This was what I used with a friend of mine who lost his job in the pandemic. He was literally hanging in there, but I had to tell him that this problem would get over in time, so just hang in there. Or you could say, it's just a bad phase of life. No problem. Just hang in there. Don't lose hope. Okay? All right, then let's move on to another very nice expression, which is this. It could be anything. Something rules. Okay? So what happens when something rules? Like if I ruled a place, I would be king or queen, right? So if something rules, it's at the top, which means it's the best thing ever. So when you are saying that something rules, you are saying it's the best thing. Or you are saying, it's amazing. Or you could say, I'm extremely happy with that, right? It's a very good thing that you're talking about. How do you use it in a sentence? You can say, the robot vacuum cleaner rules. Okay, so there are these robot vacuum cleaners which really have this really great technology to help you clean your house. It's apparently the best thing. It really is. So the vacuum cleaner rules. Or you could say, my new job rules. Okay, so if I have a new job which pays me well, which really gives me good, a great environment, good friends, it rules. It's the best thing that has ever happened to me. Okay, it's time for another expression. Are you ready? Okay, let's have a look. It blew me away. Okay, so what's happening to this guy over here? He looks a little worried to me because actually he looks a little bit shocked. How many of you say worried? How many of you say shocked? Well, actually, I think he looks a little bit of both, but he's very surprised. Something has surprised him. So what does this phrase mean? It means that I was shocked. So something really shocked me. Or I can say, I was surprised. Or I can say, it's too good to be true. Like sometimes some things happen and you can't believe they've happened because they're too good. Okay? But it's time to use them in a sentence. How can you use them? You can say, these smartphone features blew me away. Wow, this phone's great. Its features really blew me away. Okay? Or you could say, his motivational speech blew me away. This is actually a true story. I heard someone talk about, success and I was like blown away. I was surprised. Okay? It happens a lot of times, right? We are blown away by so many things. Okay, time to sound a little more natural now with another expression, which is, I missed the boat on that one. Okay, Some of us miss the train. I sometimes miss my flight. Some people miss the boat. But what does that mean? This guy over here, he's running to catch something. So what happened to him? Why is he running? He missed something. What did he miss? It basically means he got late. Okay? Or he missed an opportunity. It's such a bad thing, right? Like you want to do something, you have an opportunity, but you couldn't get there in time. So you missed the boat. Or it means that you have lost your chance to participate. Okay? This is not like a very good situation, but instead of saying, oh, I couldn't do it, now you can say, I missed the boat on that one. Sound natural like a native speaker. So you can say, I missed the boat on that amazing offer. You were late. You missed the boat on that amazing offer. Or, I missed the boat to submit my application for the banking exam. You've missed the boat. You've missed the opportunity. Okay? Now, I have another expression for you which says, we got off on the wrong foot. Okay, we have 2 feet, most of us do, right? But what does it mean to say we got off on the wrong foot? Okay, what's happening here? They both are kind of shouting at each other. Why do you think so? What happened? So getting off on the wrong foot basically means to have a misunderstanding in the very first meeting. Now let me tell you that when you meet someone for the first time, you expect the meeting to go well. You expect yourself to speak with the other person and have a friendly first meeting. But sometimes that does not happen, right? There is a misunderstanding, and that's what it means. So in a sentence you could say, it seems we got off on the wrong foot. Let's meet for a cup of coffee and sort things out. So make sure you get your relationships right by using this phrase by saying, we got off on the wrong foot, but I want to make it right. All right? Or you could say, I don't want us to get off on the wrong foot. Right? Now, there's another expression, I think you'll really like it. I think you know what it means by just looking at the picture. This chain over here has got rust all over it. Do you think it will work well? When something has so much of rust, what does it mean? It means that it has been unused and therefore will not work very well. Therefore, this phrase means that you used to be good at something, you were good at a certain skill, but with time, you haven't done or you haven't really used that skill and now you're not good at it anymore. Okay, so how can I use it? I can say, I'm a bit rusty at cooking. So maybe 2 years ago, I used to cook every day. During the pandemic, I was cooking every day. But now, I'm a bit rusty. Or you could say, I have gone rusty when it comes to cycling. This is actually true. I used to ride my cycle almost every day. But today, not so much because I have gone rusty. I haven't done it in a while. Okay? All right then. Let's look at another expression. Time to get a little more natural with your English. So we can say, things are still up in the air. Okay, what are things up in the air? When things are up in the air, there is no solid foundation, right? So if something does not have a solid foundation and is kind of like floating in the air like these balloons, it basically means that something is still undecided or uncertain, no foundation, there is no basis. So in a sentence you could say, I haven't said yes yet. Things are still up in the air. So let's say, you and your friends are planning on going for a vacation, but you're not certain you can get leaves from work. So you will say, oh, I haven't said yes yet because things are still up in the air, uncertain, I don't know for sure. Or you could say, moving to Mumbai is still up in the air. Things are up in the air, you don't know. So I can say, oh, I don't know if I want to go to this city and live there. Things are still up in the air. Okay, we have another expression which says, we all have to pitch in. Okay, what does this mean? Let's have a quick look. As you can see, there are many people around a certain icon which looks like an idea, which means all of them are contributing to something, right? So when everyone has to work to achieve the success of an idea, everyone is pitching in. Okay, so pitching in is nothing but everyone working together, contributing to make sure that the idea is a success and you get good results. In a sentence, you could say, to complete this project on time, we all have to pitch in. Everybody has to contribute. All right, then, or you could say, to win the final match or to win the finals, each team member, each person has to pitch in with their best. Okay, otherwise, how can you win? Team effort. Okay, so this is a phrase you can use when you are talking to your team and encouraging team effort. Okay, the next expression, I am beat. Now, this guy over here, does he look happy? No, he does not. He's actually sweating. You can see this. So it basically means that he's very tired, right? So if someone is extremely tired, it means that they are beat. In a sentence, we could say, cleaning and mopping the entire house. Now I am beat, okay? Nobody likes to do the cleaning and mopping. Why? Because it makes you feel beat. Or you can say, I am beat after writing for straight 10 hours, okay? This guy has obviously done a very hard job and he's very tired, so he is beat after writing for so many hours. All right, so as you can see, when you use these expressions, your English sounds so natural and you can use them in real conversations and not sound like you're speaking bookish English. All right, so make sure you use these phrases, and yes, before you go, I want you to drop in the comments what phrase you are going to use and how. Can you do that for me? Make sure you do that right now. Okay, I'll be back with some more expressions, some more nice, natural ways of speaking. But until then, this is me saying, take care and keep practicing.